First point is meaning of remedial teaching. What do we mean by remedial teaching? I give an example. A patient goes to the doctor about his physical problem, ailment, and the doctor checks him and takes tests like blood test, urine test, etc., test of nerves, heart test, and then find out the disease. This is called diagnosis, and the test is called diagnostic test. And then the doctor gives the treatment to remove the weakness, to remove the disease. This is called remedy. In the same way, in our education also, teacher takes test of the students to find out the weakness of the students. This is called diagnostic test. And the process is called diagnosis. And then to remove this weakness, he teach them again in this way that he will learn the unlearned topics, and that is called remedial teaching. Remedial teaching means teaching those points in which the students are weak. That is remedial teaching. Now, need of remedial teaching. Why do we need remedial teaching? The remedial teaching is given to the weak students, the backward students who lag behind the other students. And why they are weak, why they are backward than the other students? There are many causes of their weakness. Why they are poor, why they are weak. There are many reasons. They are not motivated. During the teaching, the teacher is not able to motivate such a student. They are not motivated. They are not encouraged to learn. They do not get the interest in learning the point. So they do not learn that point. Lack of motivation, number one. And second, they are unhappy due to failure. They every time get bad marks, worse marks. And due to repeated failure, they become disappointed. And this is the reason of their further weakness. And third, students are unsatisfied with the environment of the school. Some students do not like the school. This is very bad school, I don't like. And when he has negative thinking, then he will not be engaged in learning process. And unsatisfied. Irregularity. Some students bunk the class, escape from their class, भाग जाते हैं क्लास से, जाते ही नहीं स्कूल के अंदर. Irregularity है उनकी. They are irregular in the class. They do not attend their classes regularly. And the teaching is a systematic knowledge. If you have attended first class, then you will understand the teaching of second period in this way. This is systematic. If you have bunked the class, you will not be able to learn the further classes, teaching of further classes. So irregularity is also a. And fifth point is poverty, inferiorness of their family. Many students belong to poor family, economically backward family. They do not have the sufficient books, sufficient copy, sufficient teaching materials, and they do not have good dresses. So they feel inferior in themselves. So it is also a cause of their weakness. In this way, there are many regions of their weakness. And so, due to this weakness, the remedial teaching is needed. Remedial teaching is needed. Now, what is the procedure for remedial teaching? First, corrective teaching. Corrective teaching means whatever is not correct in the mind of the student should be corrected by the teacher. Whatever the weakness remain in the student should be removed by the teacher through his teaching, and that teaching is called corrective teaching. How he can do it procedure? Dividing unit. If a unit is big, divide it in sub-units. छोटे-छोटे भागों में बांट दो. Divide it a unit in sub-unit. A small part should be taken for the teaching so that the student can easily grasp, उसको ग्रहण कर सके, उसको पचा सके. So dividing units in small part. And supervision, and during the teaching, the teacher should supervise the class, whether the students are concentrating on his teaching or not, they are writing in their notebook or not. The teacher should ask some small question during teaching so that he can know whether they are attending or not their mind. Supervision. And then individual tutoring. If he finds that a particular student cannot understand his teaching, then he should give the individual teaching. That is called individual tutoring. Weak students, some 5 students are weak. Then they should be separated from the remaining students and give them individual tutoring, so that they will overcome their weakness and come to the standard of the class. In this way, this is corrective teaching. And reteaching. If he finds that many students are not understanding his teaching, he should teach the lesson again. In this way, that it should be clear to the mind of the student. Formative evolution. Formative evolution means positive evolution. Means he should take continuous test, continuous questions in the class to understand whether the students are understanding or not. That is called formative evolution. Continue testing and correcting immediately, and find that some points they cannot understand, clear it immediately, then and there, so that the context is not missed. In the same context, there he should start teaching, and the student will be understand there. Otherwise, it will remain the weakness. And third, summative evolution for the backward student. Summative means as a whole. And if the teacher feels that there are some students who are backward still now, then he should give them evolution work. He should give them test to find out what are the mistakes in their work.